Hey, you guys, thank you all for chiming in to Life Success Stories here shortly. Our broadcast will go live. We have here Prep Curry. Y'all, we trying to figure out something. Go ahead and speak to the people, Doc.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
And then also we have our wonderful chair lady of the Tennessee headquarters youth department, chair lady Demetria Aldridge here with us. Say hello to the people.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. God
All
bless you
right.
all.
And so throughout this broadcast, you will have the opportunity of greeting us, asking questions, you name it. And in the meantime, I'm trying to figure out how to get this the video. This is crazy. Okay, there it is. I think I got it, y'all.
You got it?
I think I got it.
Yep, you got it.
Yep, there we go.
So my boy is in the house, brother Prep Curry, all the way from Los Angeles, California. What's going on, man?
Man, nah, you gotta say I'm from Memphis, though. From
Yeah,
Memphis.
you are from Memphis. He's a native of Memphis.
Get it right, get it right. Memphis all
Yeah.
day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I got to be honest, man. I've been reminiscing ever since I've thought about asking you to come on board and tell your testimony, tell your life success story. Man, back at Lamorne College, we just running around campus, and
Yeah,
then man, not knowing that
yeah,
you
man.
would be in this position here today, being
Yeah,
able
man.
to share your story, talk about how well God has blessed you, the doors that are open. So
Mhm.
go ahead and talk to us. Tell us how everything got started with your childhood, and then we'll go into more detail.
All right, I'll make it short. Well, it ain't short and sweet. I'll make it as short as I can. My mother is just the strongest woman I ever met in my life, and
Mhm.
she wanted me and my sister. All right, so it was three of us originally, three
Mhm.
Curry kids. We had a brother that passed away. So my parents were just tough on me because I was the only boy left. So they wanted me to be different, and my mother always with us and the upbringing that we had for them not really being able to give us what we really wanted.
Right.
She always told us, "You're never gonna look like what you're going through."
Hmm.
And so it didn't matter what type of money that my mother and my father had at the time. She dressed us up to look like we had a whole lot of bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was looking
Yeah.
for our Easter clothes starting in like November or October for the next year. She looking for Easter clothes.
Yeah.
So she was always just like, man, you're gonna be presentable, you're gonna be different, you're gonna always just, not be like the norm. And that's how it always been. So I've always been different. I knew I've been different, and I've always dressed different. So the clothing thing, I never actually wanted to make clothes. Like
Hmm.
I never said I wanted to do this. It kind
Hmm.
of just happened. And how I got into the conversation of that, it was really kind of like a little, we don't make bets in our family, but it was kind of like a little funny little joke where we
Yeah.
was just like, my mom asked me what I want for my birthday. And I'm like, man, a sewing machine. And they were just laughing because you already know in Memphis at the time frame, this was 10 years ago now. At that time, for males, it wasn't cool for males to sew. It
Right.
wasn't like it wasn't a big thing for anybody to be like, all right, I'm gonna do it off in the sew in the city of Memphis. You like, nah,
Hmm.
you not, bro.
Hmm.
They saying you fruity or something. So
Yeah.
for me, that was a challenge to say like, all right, I'm gonna do it. But my mom, she made me that little bet. She said that, well, shoot, if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna bet you I buy your sewing machine and actually pay for 3 sewing classes. And I
Wow.
did that. She took me up to Hancock Fabric. The lady showed me how to thread the machine, and I was so eager, just so like very in tune with it. The lady, she just took me under her
Wow.
wing. She was like, "Hey, here's my number. If you ever have any questions, just call me." And I started taking stuff apart, and I really taught myself how to sew. I watched YouTube, I read
Wow.
books, I got on people's nerves. I just kept watching YouTube over and over and over and over and over, and I would just take stuff apart and take pictures of it. Step by step, as I'm taking pictures of it, I remember how to put it back together. So then after I took it apart again, I would use that with some fabric and make my own patterns and start making my own things. And when I started wearing it around in the city of Memphis, people was just like, okay, you making clothes? Cool. Let me buy into it.
That's good.
And here we are. I moved out to California, didn't have y'all, that story about moving out here is so crazy.
Hold on, don't tell that yet. Don't tell that yet. Don't tell that yet. So we're gonna get to it because I want people to understand the gist of this program. Of course, you introduce yourself, and we're gonna get back into that. I started off wrong, y'all. I should always open up with prayer and scripture, always acknowledging Christ for being our God, giving us the opportunity to stand, to be able to share, to be able to impact the community. And you guys that are watching, we appreciate you watching, but we must acknowledge our Father. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you. Thank you for already allowing us to share what you have for us on tonight. Sharing life success stories. God, you have given us this to impact the world, not just those that are around us, young people, older people, young adults, those who may not even understand which way to turn. God, you allow this to be the example, be that light, be that beacon, be that encouragement for them to move forward. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And the
Amen.
scripture reading is coming from 1 Timothy 4:12. Let no man despise thy youth. Be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, and in purity. That is the word from God. All right, man, it is just an honor, bro. Prep. Is that your real first name? I've been wanting to ask that. Is it?
Hey man, listen. Everybody has a name, and that's what we're gonna stick with. But no,
That's
it's not my government. It's not. I don't go by. The only reason I really don't go by my government name, it's not like I'm against it.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, my mother calls me that. My father calls me that. But it's more so about remember by. If you remember me by my government name, that's all you're gonna remember me by.
Yeah.
You're not gonna remember the story that comes behind the purpose of life.
Wow.
So a lot of people feel like when you're not telling them your actual government name, you're being a jerk or something. But it's like, no, it's deeper than that. You need to know my purpose. You need to know why they call me Prep Curry. You need to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, right? So it's a conversation piece, because when I say Prep Curry, you're like, Prep Curry.
Yeah.
That doesn't even sound like they go together. Well, Curry really is my last name. Prep is not my government name. It isn't. But that was a name that was given to me, and I stuck with it. Like, nah, that fits with me. I like that. Wow. It used to be Mr. Prep. When I was throwing parties in Memphis, everybody knew me as Mr. Prep. And when I got a little older, I was like, all right, this Mr. thing is kind of whack. Let's just drop that, add my last name, just call me Prep Curry. Yeah. And it was just really prepared fashion with the brand at first. I just turned it to Prep Curry as of last year. Wow. Last year, everything actually just changed, man. After New York Fashion Week, God just...
Right.
Man.
Right. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Let's talk about the purpose of life, period. You know, before you even had the opportunity to present, how did you prepare yourself? How did you know that this is what you actually wanted to do? And, you know, getting there, what was the steps of getting to where you are?
I tell everybody, if you can do something all day and all night and don't make no money and still be happy, that's your purpose. That's what you love to do. Like,
oh, wow.
That's just it. I wasn't making no money, man. I'm doing this stuff from sun up to sundown. Like, everybody that really knew me when I was living in Memphis, like, I would lock myself in my spot and I wouldn't go nowhere. Like, I would not go anywhere. Nobody was coming over. It was like I was just a hermit crab. I was teaching myself this. I mean, wow. I didn't even have my own very first industrial sewing machine till I got here. I mean, all I had was just this little, what was it, $85 machine that I was taking around the city. So It's about, like I said, to know something that you love to do, and it really does not matter if you're getting paid.
Yeah.
That's when you just love to do it, you know. And the purpose of life is to actually to encourage and to actually leave something. That's the purpose of life. If you're not leaving anything for someone to actually gravitate to and make them better, then you're just actually just consuming air. I don't want to consume air. I want to actually give life. I want to breathe into people and let them actually understand like where I come from. It's past clothes. I say it all the time. It's beyond the stitch. Like it's not all about clothes for me. It's all about the ministry. My clothes are about a ministry. It's not about just like, all right, cool, he got some dope clothes. Man, ask me about those clothes. And I really want you guys to ask me, why do I use floral? So you'll understand what prep curry really means.
Okay. Chair lady, I'm gonna let you have the floor for a second. You can ask one or two questions. I'm sure bro Prep wouldn't mind.
Nah,
Okay. Well, no, I've enjoyed what I've heard so far. I mean, you have such a interesting and dynamic story that you're sharing, and that means a lot, especially to young I would say young African American male men, and just young men, period. You know, we have to have people to look up to. So can I ask, what was the initial thing that kind of inspired you? I know that you kind of drawn to it and it was your purpose, and I love it. But like, what was that one tick that just said, this is what I have to do. This is what I got to do. What was that?
All right. Well, all right. So you guys are church kids just like me. I mean, growing up in the church, what of course you're gonna do, you gotta wear suits. And for me, when it started, all I made was accessories, neckties and bow ties. That's all I started with. So when I knew I needed to do it is because when I was going to buy new neckties and bow ties, it was the same little generic stuff that I'm seeing everybody wearing. And I was sick of it. I got tired of wearing stuff and I see somebody else wearing it at the exact same time. Like that used to boil me. I'd take it off. I would completely take it off. Like, man, nah, that's why I never could be in the choir. I don't like to be in uniform. Like, I just don't like it. I don't like none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm dressed like somebody else, like, I'm not happy. I can't work at a job with a uniform. None of that. I just know I have to be me. And when we don't have a lot of real strong male clothing, like brands that are like catchy or different, like everything kind of looks the same. It's no shot to anybody. I'm not talking about any brand. I love everybody brand. It's like I'm just a fan of clothing, but I'm a fan of being different. So when I knew that someone needs to come in this world and just be like, all right, cool, he different. You know, when I was in Memphis and everybody was to the point, when I walked in, I remember it was a fashion show. And when I walked in, people kind of looked at me funny. I heard someone say, man, that's Prep Curry, leave that man alone. Everybody was just like, yeah, that is him though. That's him. When I heard that, I was like, yeah, I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be. Because if you in the city of Memphis, where there's so much hatred, so much like everything that you can think of, if people can sit there and say, man, that's him. Like, that's just him. He fly with it. For you to hear that out of a spot where everybody's just gonna like feel nothing but hatred, man, you knowing like you're doing something that needs to be done. I mean,
I like that.
I was doing stuff and meeting celebrities, so I knew it was like, okay, y'all supposed to do this. I'm supposed to. And when I knew that it was different for me to meet those people, those celebrities, and it didn't faze me, I was like shaking my hand with them, like, all right, cool, what's happening? Because you're just a human being. Like, that stuff don't move me. And it don't move me. There's so many of them I've never taken pictures with, and I actually don't want to.
Wow.
I don't want
that is something.
Man, you gotta honestly, humility is something that you have to practice. And I feel like when God breaks you down to a certain level, you can't ever get the big head. I don't want the big head, dog. God broke me down so heavy. I've moved 30 times in 4 years. 30 times.
Okay. I wouldn't even thought of it.
30 times. Like,
My.
The whole time I was in California, I've been off and on homeless. So I don't have no reason but to thank God throughout perspiring, because today was the very first day I signed a contract. I signed a lease for my own my very own
That's
apartment.
amazing.
So I
Amazing.
mean,
Yes.
after being here all this time today, and it's so crazy that y'all got me talking about a success story as of I signed the lease and got keys to my own spot today.
That's amazing.
So, you know, you gotta just persevere, man, and just keep God nearby, because honestly, the faith walk is real. It's real. It's really real.
Speaking of the faith walk, of course, I know bits and pieces of your story, man. You've shared on how you went from moving from Memphis to California. Tell us about that experience in between there. Oh my God, mind blowing, you guys. Pay attention.
Whew. All right, so
How did you
that
do it?
transition.
First off, go for it.
Honestly, I'm still to this day. I even asked my fiance. She wasn't my fiance at the time. I asked her, I was like, "How do you think I actually like got this far?" Because I still don't know. It's nothing but honestly the grace and like goodness of God. No matter what, like I've gotten played out of thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars by artists and celebrities that told me they got the check and I've already made the clothes. I dropped the clothes off, or they people came and picked them up, and I ain't got nothing. And my stuff was out on the street, all types of stuff. I've had so many things that happened, dog. It's been like crazy. But all right, let me get to it. So my cousin told me to come out here. I paid everything I could pay before I got to Memphis, and I was left with $66.36 to get to the airport. I get to the airport. I got two freaking big things and luggage. They $30 a piece. That's $60. So I land in California with $6.36. Yep. My cousin had to give me, I remember it, man. She got me some shrimp tacos, and I'm like, these are the best tacos I've ever had. I'm in California. Let's go. And you know what I'm saying? She had my back for a while, man. And this is no shot to her. And I know this is gotten back to her by now. And that's great. And I love you, cousin. But we just was not seeing eye to eye. And I don't like anyone to constantly tell me how I need to run my business. If you're not in this lane, you can't actually tell me what's best for me if you don't know anything about this. So it was a lot of things of that, and it just got to the point where she pretty much put me out. And I was sitting here like, I mean, I came out here because you told me to come out here. So how and he left me in my car. I just bought a brand new car, and here I am at that point sleeping in it. And just, you know what I'm saying, pulling up to different people's houses. And then that's where it just trickled on down. I stayed at someone's spot, paid them. They would have to move, stay at someone's spot, pay them. It's just, I couldn't stay too long at certain people's places just because I'm like, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get a place. California, the cost of living is ridiculous. Like, you might be able to find something under $1,500. You might be able to find something under $1,500. So, you know, you got to think about it first and the deposit, the first month in the deposit. So it's like, dang, I need to have like $5,000 put to the side just for me to get an apartment. And for a while, of course, that took a while. I wasn't making that much money out here. It was some months that I was making maybe like $75. It was just a straight hustle. And I weathered the storm, and I ended up meeting quite a few celebrities, and they found that I was a trainer, and I was like, man, you make clothes from scratch. And I'm like, yes. So all these things that I actually do started working for my benefit. And I started like linking up with a whole lot more celebrities. And for me being the networker I am and just a cool guy, a lot of them just started putting my stuff on and just saying, hey, let me just rock it. I'll return it. I'll put it in the cleaners. I want to support you in some type of way. And then they just started like, you know, pouring into me. And then as of last year, I got to go to New York Fashion Week. Killed New York Fashion Week. It was an amazing experience. I cried my doggone eyes out like a baby. And I was just thanking God, and I was like, man, this is 9 years, and then here I am in 10 years. So 10 years has been very interesting dealing with this pandemic, but it has actually opened up so much, like, better. I mean, for me, and it's better, but it's not better in a sense. It's better just because I had to really just pivot a lot. I had to really pivot a lot. And it's a lot that's going to come out pretty much in the beginning of next year that I've been working on this whole year. So just know it's going to be crazy, man. So I'm just thankful that at this point I have a brand new actual functionable website. It's just a lot of things that are actually finally there. You know? So it just takes a while, but you got to have that faith of a mustard seed, man. Like, seriously.
That's what I was gonna say. The song that says, "You may not need, what is it? You may need a whole lot, but use the little you got. Faith, faith, faith. Just a little bit of faith." Yeah.
And you know what?
That's it.
Yeah, that's old school right there.
That's it. That's it.
But man, it has gotten us far. I'm serious. I have a story that can relate to it. And one day I'll share that on here to the people. But you can't give up on the little bit that you have. Young people, older people, you literally, there may be an obligation that's needed to be met the end of the week. And of course, we're here on Thursday. The end of the week is literally tomorrow for most businesses. Anything can happen in between that time.
Right.
And if this can happen for our brother that got on the airplane with $6 laying in LA, and look, gas is a killer.
Especially in LA.
Listen, I went down there, y'all, and I'm like, okay, I had to call my mom because that's what I was using. I was using her credit card. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put this on this credit card because I ain't got it in hand right now. $50 to fill up a little car. No,
man, I used to put $20 in there and it only moved one notch.
Thank you.
One notch.
$20.
Like,
oh man.
So y'all $20 when going in there every day. Every day, $20. You can't do like you do in Memphis. Say, let me put 5 on pump 2. 5 what?
5, right? You gonna
it's
just
5
put a
for 1
light.
gallon, bro. Like,
you said 5 what?
Seriously, 1 gallon. When I don't know what it is now, but when I was there in November, it was like $4.39.
It's like $3.38. Still high.
It's still high.
It's still high. I mean, Memphis, what is it, like $1.40 now?
170, 180.
Man, that's a blessing, dude.
What? A blessing.
What? Oh man, mail me some gas, man.
Yeah, man. It's wonderful. Young people, tie in. I'm telling y'all, if those of you who are watching, share. I would do like a real commercial, but we ain't got time. She said, "Go ahead, chair lady. Go ahead."
Look, you know what? President Nolan, now look, you cutting up, brother.
That's funny.
But look, you know what, Prep, as you were speaking, one thing that I admire about God is that He gives gifts, and sometimes you can be drawn to something. You don't know why you're drawn to it. It's just you said, that's your purpose, your passion, something that whether you get paid to do it or not, that's just what you enjoy doing. Yeah. And when you said that, it made me think about Proverbs 18 and 16.
Come on, missionary. Come on.
But it says, a man's gift maketh room for him and bringeth him before great men. And a lot of times it's not what you say. It's not how well you can do this type thing. And God will give you favor, and He will allow your gift to literally open up these doors. And people will look at you and like, well, how did he do that? How did that happen? And you might get people that'll be jealous of you, become jealous of you because you're able to do certain things with this grace.
Right. Wow.
And
that's been my whole life.
Yeah.
That's been my whole life. And I say it all the time. It's like, dude, I want everybody to be successful. So a lot of people thinking that, oh, I don't like him, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, dude, I love you, though. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody gonna make it, no matter what.
Exactly.
I got a brand, you got a brand, but guess what?
Mm-hmm.
It's 7 days in a week. It's several hours in a day. They can wear my brand in the morning, wear yours at night. Like, eat,
Exactly.
Yes,
bro. I
sir.
want you to eat. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like everybody just needs to really be broken. When you're broken by God, man, that like when you get built back up, nothing that's out in the world that really is not coming into your tunnel vision is going to
Mm-hmm.
take you away from like where you're supposed to be. That's just really how I think at this point. It's like, man, my tunnel vision is really just so synced in
Mm.
after all this stuff I've been going through for 10 years. It's
Wow.
like I can't actually get away from the 10 years of situations, the turmoil, the stings of every time my hand got popped. I remember everything, every life lesson, because it's a life lesson. It's never just a bad situation. It's a life lesson. And I learned through those things after my hand got popped each time. It's like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I got to put you on a contract. I can't just do X, Y, Z. It's like you have to know you still did something wrong in that process. I think that's where growth has to happen too. When we always saying the devil, the devil, the devil. It's like, all right, but what did you have a part into it? It's not like the devil didn't tell you not to put that person in there on a contract. You chose that, It's like you have to take ownership of what you did wrong.
Wow.
So it's a lot of growth, man. And I just thank God that he has, like, man, really matured me so much more.
Mhm.
I couldn't come straight out here and have this. I couldn't. He had to put me through so much. And it's mind blowing. And I just know that my purpose is more so this,
Yeah.
And God just gives me clothes as a gateway. He just gives me a door opportunity to talk to people, because what I love to do is inspire. I could care less really about being on social media or being in the limelight. I stayed off social media for a while on purpose. I don't post a lot of stuff on
Mm-hmm.
purpose. It's just so people understand, all right, he's making money and he's growing. I think you don't really know what I'm going through. You don't really know my expenses. You don't know if I'm really making any money. You really don't. I mean, it's just like, it looks good, you know, but at the same time, I could be sitting here, I could have made $100, but I actually could owe $6,000. So it's like, you really are looking at people and saying, I want to be this and I want to be that. How did that person get this? Or how did they get that? Those are not the questions you should ask. It's, why am I not wanting to be actually led by God, and actually what did that person do that God actually has now put them in that position?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times when we're asking how did someone get it, we really don't know that person had to go through so much just to get it. Like, a lot of people that actually have went through the process and gave it to God, that actually come out and get whatever they have been desired for, that is actually owed to them by God. Those people have a different mindset. They went into it and said, God, I give it all to you, man, because every time I fail, the devil just want me to stop.
Mm-hmm.
When you can fail and say, all right, cool. No, I just got to approach it different. That's when you know this is for you. Everybody gonna fail. Michael Jordan failed. This man, if he didn't go to the NBA or go to college and nothing like that, he never would have became Air Jordan. He didn't even make the 11th grade basketball team. Like, what are y'all talking about? Michael Jordan got cut. Michael Jordan. So if anybody could fail, you can succeed. Like, that's just how I feel, and that's just how I know. So I don't know why I'm going into this, but obviously somebody need to hear it. So you just need to fail. Don't run away from failure, man. Failure is your friend. It is. Once you fail, you are going to get up. You're going to dust yourself off, and you're going to go out there. Think about any football player. After they've been hit, they're never afraid to get hit again. Never. Because they already know what had happened. You already know the worst situation. So, like, the first time I became homeless out here, after each time after that, it was like, all right, pack up. Like, whatever. You after your first time, bro, you're not finna sit here and cry. You're not finna sit here and dang, what am I finna do? That's what I did the first time. Like, oh my God, like I'm all the way in California homeless. Like, what? Oh my God. And after so long, it's like, all right, God, I trust you. I mean, after honestly, like the 5th month of going through it, it was like, all right, I'm in it. I ain't going back to Memphis, whatever. Just fight through it.
Yeah.
So just push through, man. Push through. I can keep talking about this forever.
Yeah. Man, you said something so profound. Seriously. You mentioned tunnel vision. Oh my goodness. Tunnel vision. That is simply, man, getting rid of exactly. It is simply that.
Can't
Hiding.
see nothing
Matter of
on the
fact,
side.
here's the greatest example. If you look at the dog, what they call the dog track, is actually dogs, but the horses. When the
The
horses are running, they
horses
have,
actually have the police horses.
okay, they have them blinders on their eyes, eliminating distraction. They eliminate distraction. So tunnel vision is simply extracting. I use this word all the time since it's been prophesied over my life. Extract those toxic situations, toxic individual, toxic matters that hold you down, that always telling you you can't make it, you will not be successful, you will not succeed, you will not make. You got to get rid of it. And man, just hearing your story, I believe so many encouraged are
I
encouraged
pray you are.
by, yes sir, go for it.
No, I was just saying I pray they are. I was just saying I pray
Yes,
they are encouraged.
I'm sure they are. um I mean, there are so many business owners that are out here who are really trying to make it, and I'm talking about hustle after hustle after hustle. I'm one of them. But at the
Hey, my
same
dad
time,
is one, dude. All right, so I can say I'm the reason I am the way I am because of my father. I've seen this man sell pretty much anything besides dope. Like
yeah.
everything that was legal, this man sold everything, man. I'm talking about if it was even Pampers, he would sell it. Like he was a straight, and he still is. He a hustler,
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. And for real.
yes,
For
and
real.
And
that is how you. This is why I call tonight the entrepreneurship night. You have to learn how to make it without someone giving you permission.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
You
man.
you don't have to have
Ooh,
permission
I
to
got one
make it.
thing to say.
Go
I got
ahead.
one thing to say. Since you're saying it's a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of people that's going to be upcoming into their entrepreneurship, one thing I want to say to you guys, stop reaching out to so many people trying to get advice. I want to say
Mm,
that again.
mm,
Stop reaching out to people trying to get advice. Everybody is not going to give you good advice. Everybody's not going to
yeah.
give you sound advice. A lot of people are just going to give you something just to get out the way. So it's up to you. What I did, I asked two individuals that had brands before I ever thought to have one. And the response I got back off of it made me think like, all right, they thinking I'm gonna take money out for them. Dude, I said it earlier. If you got a brand, I got a brand, it's multiple hours, whatever.
yeah,
But I made up in my mind, all right, cool. I don't want to ask nobody questions because you're delaying your own destination by constantly asking somebody else. You could be sitting on the phone, constantly calling this person weeks at a time, and you're
mhm,
waiting on your actual manifestation of your dream off of
mhm,
somebody else's time. You
exactly.
don't have time for that.
Mhm,
Days are never like granted to you. They're actually just given to you by God. So you got to take it as into a realization like, man, today is not promised. Today, I'm finna get my butt up and do something that's going to make
Right.
me feel good. So I tell people all the time, man, stop trying to call the next person and ask them how they do this or how to do that. What should I do? Man, you have your own way of doing it. You got to tap into it and figure it out. Because if you go by what this person telling you to do, and not the way you want to do it, you're gonna
right.
fail off the rip just
Mhm,
because
mhm,
you're going with this person idea instead of your own.
right.
So
See,
you automatically already failed. Now you got to sit here and figure out this whole time, man, I should have just did this on my own. That's it.
Wow.
Do it on your
wow.
own. Stop sitting here calling people. Stop. You're taking too much time. I wish, honestly, I had this mindset 15 years ago. I wish. I would never have tried to call people and be like, hey, man, what you think about this idea? Or, you can bounce ideas off of people, never tell you not to, but it needs to be one or two people. I have 4 people that I bounce ideas off of, and 3 is my household back home, my mother, my father, and my sister.
Yeah.
And the 4th one is my fiance. So I don't really put my ideas out there because I already know I can't think about what the next person's going to tell me what I want to do. Exactly. It's my vision. It's my destination. It's about what I want to do. So don't constantly listen to so many people. That's what messes up your tunnel vision. I'm gonna shut up.
You got it, boss.
That's good stuff, man. I'm telling you.
Go ahead, chair lady.
No,
I just felt
that,
man. I felt that. I just, that's something that it irks me, man. I get so many messages all the time. Like, I love interacting with people and listening to the message. I mean, not listening, but reading their messages, and it's something encouraging. I love that. But I get irked when people just in my messages asking me just direct questions that you can find on Google. It's like, dude, Google this. And I was straight up, go ahead, Google it, send a screenshot and send it to him. Like, yo, like, this is the information that's on the internet. This is the same information I looked up for myself. You can do the exact same thing. Why are you putting your life in my hands? Don't put your life in my hands. I could have actually been busy and might not have never seen your message. So now you're not going to go on your dream? That don't make sense.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
Wow.
So go after your dreams, man. Don't listen to nobody else, man. Listen to you. Listen to your own intuition. God gave everybody your own mind. Mm-hmm. You know, your mind is the devil's workshop. Don't let him get in there. Idle mind is definitely horrible. And you're idle if you're sitting here allowing everybody else to give you decisions in your mind. It's your mind.
This
Come
is
on,
good.
man. Control your mind, yo.
Man, you sure you wasn't supposed to get your mental license?
Okay.
Nah, I'm not meant to be a preacher. Nah.
You so.
I'm a life coach. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a trainer. So it's the same thing when I'm
you know what?
People.
I'm sorry. My internet, I think, was doing something weird. But look, you touched on so many different touch points. And I mean, when I tell you this is excellent, because there's so many people out there who are hungry for this wisdom that God has given you, the knowledge of what you have, for what you do. And a couple of things. One thing about not listening to a lot of people, because I'm telling you, by the time God gives a vision to you, and like you said, if you go and let everybody else go and take you from your element and push you in this direction, and that's not what God intended for you to do in the first.
Exactly. God probably intended for you, you know what I'm saying, to sell cars, and you out here trying to sell socks. Like, it don't make sense.
Yeah, that's true. You're in the wrong lane.
Man. Yeah, you got to stay in your lane, man. Everybody has their own, and that's how we wreck. We wreck because we sitting here trying to jump in the next person's lane without looking. It don't make sense.
And one other thing that you mentioned about how you left and you only had a few bucks when you went to California. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that I've learned. Like, my father, he's an entrepreneur. You kind of remind me of my oldest brother with the like creativity and things like that. He's an entrepreneur as well. But I'll be honest with you, that the risk, a lot of times people are scared of that risk to just get up and go. And because we hold so many ties, we holding on, and we don't like, we don't know. But and I got a scripture related to it. You know, I can take it. We go and look, but I'm gonna say this because I want to hear what you have to say. But in Genesis, and this reminds me so much of when Abraham and God told him, he said, the Lord had said unto Abraham, get thee out of the country, away from your kindred, your father's house, and into the land where I will show thee, and I will make you a great nation and bless thee, and so far and so on. The thing about that is Abraham left before he even had the physical blessing in his hand. Out of his obedience, he left. And so I think about a lot of times when God is egging us, nudging us, hey, it's time to move on. It's time to go forth. It's time to do things. We hold off because of that risk factor. Like, we're scared because we don't see it. But oh man, I'm gonna let you finish. I just got excited about listening to the story. Go ahead.
I love what you just said because it just made me think about something. And you just said the risk factor. And I want everybody to think about this because the year we in 2020, a lot of people feel like they can't take the risk and start their dream. But guess what? How many people dreams were ended because their job got canceled this year? I'll wait. I'll wait. All right. So that means at the end of the day, you can't put your life in someone else's hands. The risk is actually working a job that you don't care about. That's the risk.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not saying everybody's going to be an entrepreneur. That's not possible. We have to have people that work at these jobs. So at the end of the day, you have to do something that you actually love to do. And when a lot of people are saying, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur, it's strictly off of just that fact. It's something that they want to do that they love. It ain't even about the fact that they're making money off of it, because some people will just work a 9 to 5 and be happy with it. But that's the so risky to take. When I got off in 2009 and I didn't know what I was going to do, that's how this really got started. Because 2010, I started my brand. 2009, I'm sitting here like, okay, I got rent to pay. I got a car note. I got student loans. I'm like, oh, wow, how I'm finna do this? And that's the risk. When you don't know what you're going to do if your job closes. You don't know what you're going to do if, something happens to you, you lose a limb and you can't work that job or something. Like, you got to have something in the forefront or in your eyesight that you actually want to do that actually will generate some type of revenue for you. It's very, 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 very important. I don't care if you got to go out here and sell napkins. Do something.
Wow.
Something.
Yes. Yes. Now I see this one man, he told me he's in Memphis off of 3rd Street at Bales at that Southgate Community Center.
He
He's
be
out
selling out there, huh?
Yes, he's selling snow cones. He said he at least be out there 4 to 5, 6 hours a day
And I
and
bet
make
he
his
making
month bill.
he making money.
I
Yes,
bet he is.
make his month bill in 2 days. All of them in
See what
two
I'm
days.
saying? See what I'm saying, man? It's all about consistency. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people just don't want to put the work into it, man. We're living in this popcorn society where everybody feels that, just like if you get on, say for instance, you open up a new Instagram today, you feel like tomorrow you need to have 5,000 followers. It don't work like that.
No.
Like
No.
nothing that's substantial is given to you that fast. That's why they call it fast food, because it isn't good for you. Anything that's very fast gives you problems. It doesn't last. Like, most of these things rhyme for a reason. Like, think about things that rhyme. Like, it's just certain things that you just don't want in your life, man. Everything that you want in your life, it has a meaning behind it. It has so much richness behind it. Like, right now, if I actually signed a contract with a big brand and actually put out something, like, those tiers are gonna be like way more different than me actually starting a brand tomorrow and I put it on the way. That ain't gonna be big to me. That's gonna be like, all right, cool, I'm made for this.
Yeah.
You sitting back, you chilling,
Mm-hmm.
instead of thanking God. You know what I'm saying? Because God is the source. Everything that you get right now, he can take it away that fast, dog. Like, that fast. That's why humility is very important. Being humble is very important. Actually, speaking about the goodness of life is very important, man. Keep your back to the wall and keep your eyes on God, man. I say that so much. Say
Yeah.
that so much.
That's good. I get about 2 to 3 more questions and we're gonna cut this because man, we could go all day. We got
Amen.
our own prep curry from Memphis, you guys. Keep sharing, keep sharing. I see a nice little crowd that's popping in, and those of you that are continuing to watch, thank you for chiming in. Prep,
Man, how you see the
so
people? Where the people at?
they're on YouTube. I
On
got
YouTube.
YouTube and
Oh, man.
y'all see he is definitely from Memphis.
Oh, yeah,
Definitely.
100%, man. South Memphis all day.
Oh man. So speaking of purpose,
Yes, sir.
speaking of that, that we just spoke, that you just spoke of. You mentioned earlier the roles, the identification or the purpose and the assignment for that role. So what did you how did that come about? What was the
Oh,
purpose
you
of it?
said the rows. Okay, yes, floral. All right, so the reason that I use
Floral,
floral.
floral. I'm sorry, floral. Let's get it
No, I
right.
didn't know what you meant. You said I didn't know if you were saying like rose to the occasion or if you were saying the actual
Okay.
rose. So I didn't know. But all right, so I use floral because me, I'm a transplant. All
Mm-hmm.
right, so I'm born and raised pretty much South Memphis and Whitehaven, and I said earlier that my brother transitioned to heaven. So my parents didn't want me to lose my life being in the hood. I was fighting a lot, like a whole lot. I don't take nothing off of nobody, so I used to really just give it straight back to somebody that gave it to me. And my dad was just like, "Man, we got to get this boy out the hood for somebody to try to kill him."
Mm-hmm.
So they moved us out of Black Haven into Germantown.
Yes, sir.
Black Haven, BAZ, what's happening? So they moved us to Germantown, and I went to Houston High School for a year and a half. When I'm talking about, I'm from Hillcrest, dog. I went to Hillcrest. So that was a huge transition for me. And I was just like, wow, this come from like South Central to like Bell, like what was it, 90210 or something. It's just like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it was weird. And that was the first time I got called a nigger by Caucasian. And you know what I'm saying? After I hit him in his mouth,
You
I
Lord.
realized at that particular time, like I need to change a lot about myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm showing these people what they think is me. They think I want to actually be labeled as a thug because at that time I was actually in that white tee era, the baggy jeans era, the braids. I was in that era, so I did look very hoodish. So I always at that point went back to my old clothing of how my mother actually got me dressing, the Bill Cosby sweaters, the khakis, all of it. And I
Yeah.
used to always say, man, it's really dope just to see prints. So when I started making neckties and bow ties, I always said I wanted to show my message of my life of how I
Mm.
actually transitioned. I call myself a transplant because a rose is the only plant that you can actually take, well, flower, that you can take from one particular place and move it to a whole different place with the right love, with the right nourishment, the right
Wow.
anything, soil, everything. It can grow stronger. It can bloom better. It can look better. It can be more vibrant. It draws
Wow.
attention. So for me, I use floral to show people that I'm a changed person. I'm not the same rugged, same just dude that'll just fight at any given moment. I do have a little temper still, but at the same time, I'm working on it and I'm acknowledging the fact that I shouldn't even speak and say that I have a temper. Well, the things that we're constantly saying what we have is things that we have.
Mhm.
So when you have acknowledgement about yourself, that's what Prep Curry stands for. It's just acknowledgement of me and making my stamp be right here. So
Yes,
when you're seeing
sir.
someone walking around in a
Uh-huh.
full actual outfit of this, you're just like, man, that's dope, man. Why do you have that? And they tell the story. Well, this guy Prep Curry changed his life, flower, da 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 da. It's a purpose. It's just deeper than just saying, man, I got a fly brand.
Mm-hmm.
It's beyond the stitch for me. It's about a ministry. Like I'm not a minister, but I am using my gift and my way to talk to people.
That's
I'm
it.
using that. That's just
Yes,
pretty
sir.
much it. I'm just using that as my way to actually give back to the world because I never wanted to be a preacher. I believe in God 100%, but I don't want to be. That ain't me, dog. That ain't
You
me.
got it a little bit. See that?
Nah,
Oh, try. Now,
nah,
prep. Look,
nah, nah.
I
I'm gonna tell
understand
you
though.
something.
I do.
You mentioned the replanting of the plant.
Mhm.
I have my mom, she's a planter. That She used that as a therapeutic thing. Two of my church members actually told me to tell you. I'm
Where
gonna tell
they at?
you.
Where they
They on YouTube. Look at him.
at?
Yeah, I feel tell him it's all good. We are here watching. Him and his
All right.
wife, they love. Well, his wife is she the one? She like plants, but she don't like messing with plants. I think that's what it is. That's
I
why
mean, well, yeah, it's a messy process, cutting it down and moving it, putting all the what you call
you
this
own it.
stuff?
You own it already.
Yeah, I mean, I took greenhouse
Oh wow.
my 12th grade year, so I remember that the hormonal stuff, whatever it is, you little dip in it and you put it onto the stem, put it back in the soil. It
You better
actually helped the roots. It helped the roots attach to everything.
okay.
I know a little bit, a little bit.
I don't know.
I don't look. I don't. It
He
all
said,
sounds
"I
Greek to
don't."
me. I went and made it back in the Bible day.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dang! I mean, but you know, God gave you the loaf of bread. You would have ate off of
Mhm.
that.
Wow. But I mentioned that because we have to understand in being successful, it's never easy.
Oh no!
It's never easy. We are that seed that has been planted. We are
Yes,
that
sir.
seed that's been watered, and it's our job to keep ourselves watered. We got to stick around the right people. We got to make sure that we're growing, nourishing, and that nourishment comes with who we connect to.
Yes, sir.
And so I'm actually glad you mentioned that. I got a few quotes over here, man. I'm writing while you're talking. You're doing good. Um, let's
Hey
talk
man, just
about.
give me when you quote me, just at me so I
I
know that you
got you.
quoted
I got you. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna quote it the best way that I can. It may not be the right way, but you got your credit, man.
I
You
was
got
saying, give make sure. He said, "At me."
I'm just saying it's just
so
little things. I try to drop a little nuggets here and there, man.
yes,
So
sir.
hey,
You're
just
doing
make sure
great.
you spreading it around a little bit.
I,
Give these people
I
these
got
nuggets.
you know, I'm gonna put
These
a
are
little
things that
mayo
people
on
have
there.
told me.
I'm
Huh?
gonna put a little mayo on there, a little relish, a little fish,
Hey
and
man, that man said relish. Take the relish off. Don't put that on.
You gonna mess it up.
You gonna mess it up. The relish. What? Boy,
okay,
Trevor, I
we'll
thought you was like
coleslaw
under
then.
30.
Coleslaw then.
All right. Relish, you about 56 years old talking about some relish.
He
What?
the oldest president. You know I have you back, but I say you the oldest, youngest person I've ever met in my life.
uh, Prep, you laugh too hard, man. You laugh too hard.
Oh man, my bad, bro, my bad. But it's about accurate, though.
So, hey, you guys, y'all see that we have some great company. A lot of success stories is all about the connection. It's all about who you connect with and networking. Prep is that person. Look, Prep. The next thing I was going to ask you is if you could show us some of your product.
Uh,
Tell us
Go
what
ahead and go to prepcurry.com right now and get you some.
prepcurry.com.
Prepcurry.com, get you some.
So what is
Oh,
that?
nice.
Teddy bear, what is that?
It's Teddy Prep.
Teddy Prep.
Yeah, man.
That's all
Teddy
right.
Prep. He fly, right?
Man, he got a whole beard.
Oh, wow.
I ain't even got that, man. That is nice though.
That is so
Yeah.
nice. Wow.
But
And
yeah, well, you guys will see this. It's a sneak peek. It's a sneak
okay,
peek.
okay. Ooh.
You finna see who it's for.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
Sneak
Snoop
peek.
Dogg.
No. It's Jermaine Dupri.
That's Jermaine. Okay, I got all them names wrong. You know, I'm trying to okay. I ain't into
No,
all
so
that, but there it is.
everything has lining.
Wow.
Don't get money.
That's the floral,
man.
you guys.
That's the floral.
That
It's
is
all
nice.
cut and sewn right here.
Wow. He in the shop.
I'm in the shop.
Yeah.
I'm in the shop.
So tell me a few people who you have done work for. We've already been talking about Ray J and Brandy. Who else have you been doing work for?
Man, Tank has closed. Elise Neal, Lance Bass. It's just, I mean, I don't really just like care to really drop names, but I know that's a good thing to have on your
It's an
resume.
opportunity. So the young
Opportunity.
people will not give up, man. Anything is possible.
Man, listen, don't don't not give up just off of celebrities, because those are just people just like you. That's why I just don't want people to just get so hyped upon that, because a lot of times them people ain't gonna pay you. So I'm gonna keep it real with you. Just really focus on you, man. You are a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at myself the same way I look at those people, man. They call me on my phone right now. I'm just like, hey, what's up? I never get too high, never get too low, because I'm a human being just like you. You bleed and you pass gas just like me. So
yes, sir. That's good. Stay humble.
yeah,
Stay
man.
focused.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I only answer to God, like straight up. I don't answer to nothing else, man. And my mother, because I'm scared of her. So
You must got the shoe, man. You got the shoe.
oh man, my mom used to beat the mess out of me. I think that's why I scratched my head right now. Like, damn. You just brought back a memory. You said the shoe. I was like, dang, dude, I remember that shoe flying.
Oh man. The other camera wanna come on. This camera don't ever work, but it wanna come on right now.
That man, big time. He got cameras.
Anointed in the computer. Look at that. Oh my goodness. All right. So I hear that you have a fiance. Do we got anything coming up? Matter of fact, let's talk about her real quick. What you ain't got to say her full name, first name. What is it that she do? Because I know you all do some work together actually.
She's an artist. She's an oil painter, as well as she's into clothing as well. She's a clothing designer. So we pretty much do a lot of the same things. I started out actually painting as well. Like, this is one of my paintings.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I started out painting, and she actually can paint way better than I can. Like, the girl is amazing. Like, she is ridiculous. Oh, matter of fact, this is, well, let me get it.
Okay.
I get it. Let me just show y'all this real quick. This is one of her oil paintings that she did. This is just a print of it.
Oh, wow.
That's
and
amazing.
everything that she does, she put actual real clothing onto it. So this is a real actual jacket that she put into the canvas. And this canvas was like 4 feet tall.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
All the details.
Yeah.
And all the oil paint.
Super talented.
Yeah, man. She's crazy. And those are real chains, real jewelry.
Wow.
Yeah, she's you have to go to her page, go to her Instagram. It's Joan_Sherry art. Go to her page and check her out. Actually it's Joan_Sherry. Joan_Sherry. So go to her page, check her out, and see what she got. I mean, she got a lot of things that she do. She do hoodies. She'll paint you a hoodie all from scratch. She'll paint you pretty much anything that you want. Yeah, hoodies, t-shirts, canvases, shoes. She do a lot.
That's amazing. I'm glad that and that's so important too, the fact that you all work together and you all can build off each other. That means a lot.
Listen, we stay up sometimes. We could be up to about 4-5 o'clock in the morning just talking about grinding. Like, all right, I'm gonna cut some fabric, she finna paint, and then we'll like switch, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm teaching her how to sew, and I know how to paint, not as good as her, but a little bit. So yeah, it's very dope to actually have someone that you can actually do literally any and everything with. Like, she is like my best friend. It's like I'm dating myself in the female version. So yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get on my knee. I got to.
Guys,
I won't ever find this again.
I made a mistake. I don't know what happened here, but the viewers did not see that painting, and I need to change it so they can see. Hold on. I need to get this thing working right. I don't know why this thing do what it want to do, but y'all, I'm new to this, so forgive me. Let's see. So I don't know why it's doing this. Y'all forgive us, but we still here. I promise you, it's good stuff.
Boy, it's just like at the church house, boy. Don't y'all leave now. We got plates in the back.
I tell you.
Stay for the 3 o'clock.
Back tonight.
Right.
Come on back tonight, man. I know we
Don't
getting
go
at
home.
the 5 a.m. The 7 o'clock service about to start, but come on back. We got plates in the back. Come
I
on.
know.
It don't make no
Oh
sense.
man,
Man,
I'm
y'all
telling
know I
you,
grew up in the church, man. Y'all know what's up.
this
that's so
is
funny
a Cody thing. And look, I
because it's
still can't
accurate.
get the thing. Okay, can y'all see him now? I'm
Let me
Can you
praying.
see me,
Yeah,
man? Can you see me?
I think I got it back on you. Can
I
y'all
can pull it up
see?
too. Yeah,
Okay, they told me we back. So that is the talk about that picture again, bro.
You can see it?
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
All right, cool. I'm trying to make sure. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
yeah.
No, I'm just playing. I'm silly, y'all. I'm sorry. All
Hey,
right.
you
Anyway,
good?
it was a 3-foot canvas. No, I think it was like 4. I think it was like 4-foot canvas, man. This was like, I think this was the first Nipsey joint she did. And this is not even my favorite one, but this one is crazy. The details of the hair. She's a
Yeah.
very, very, very detailed artist. And that's why I say this one is not just the best one, though. You guys got to see it. You got to go to her Instagram and check out her page.
Wow. And you
She's
you
crazy.
stated that it has real clothing and real jewelry in
Yes,
there.
that's a real jacket. That's a real Puma
Wow.
jacket. Those are real chains.
Wow.
Oh, she
So
is mad
every
talented.
piece of clothing in all of her paintings are real clothing, as of real fabric. Like I would either make the clothes to put on the canvas, or she would make the clothes to put on the canvas. So yeah, it's really 100% built from scratch, and that's why I just love what she do, because she's just like me, building it from scratch. You know,
Wow. This
so
is amazing. This
it's
is
dope.
amazing. I followed your page. Of course, I've been following your page. Been knowing you for a minute. But man, to see you all work together out in the
Mhm.
I don't know what it was, like the yard. I'm just gonna call it the yard. You know how the Greeks go out on the yard and step.
Yeah, man.
That's exactly what it looked like. Nothing but concrete with y'all out there working. So one side it was closed, the other side it was paint, and she was painting the hats. I was like, oh my God, look at the hats.
Mhm.
Her own way of doing it. You could see it come to fruition. Wow, what is that?
This is her sock.
Okay.
So
Wow.
this is something new. I'm just giving you guys sneak peek of little things that we doing soon.
That
This
is
Um,
awesome.
is
this
mine.
is
So you
this
know
is
we got
some
some.
good
It's a lot of
together.
things, and it's a lot of merch that we about to drop. A whole lot. It's
Wow.
Prep Prairie University and Friends will be coming out very soon, so you guys can get y'all some Lance Bad socks,
Okay. So let me ask you.
little buck
I
socks.
promise you, I ain't gonna keep asking questions because man, this is
Oh
awesome. I
man.
didn't know it has really grown this fast. This,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even though it's it's been 10 years, but dude, this is amazing. A
Yeah,
lot of
it's a lot
people
of
that
stuff that's about to come out in the next few months, man, and it's gonna be really mind blowing. I really hope everybody is ready for it.
uh-huh.
Because I'm coming like really hard, very hard, just because the world needs something different. Someone needs to
Yeah.
come out here and actually show how you do it in a very respectful way,
Yeah,
very humble way.
yeah,
I just want to constantly just really just give back. So I'm just ready to get really popping so I come back to the city and do what I really, really, really
yeah.
want to do. So
I'm your office manager. I'm
hey
already.
man, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Look,
Hey, you got
throw
my
me in there
dad's
too somewhere.
info, so everything runs through my dad. So you got his information, man.
Okay,
So
okay.
Oh man.
Cool things, man.
you
Yeah,
got
he
direct
has
contact.
a great father. His father made sure I had everything I needed
Man,
to get
listen,
him
that
booked.
man is stern. You hear
Yeah,
me? He is stern. He tells me every time, hey man, check your calendar, make sure you
yeah, yeah,
like yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is nothing but making sure that you remain, you know how they teach us in the church. Present
Yes.
yourself to where people will respect you.
Hmm.
That's just that. And man, I respect the fact that your father is your manager. He makes sure you have everything in line. And that does nothing but help him to push you even more.
Yeah, because he knows what he know everything I'm about to do. You know what I'm saying? So everything that I get, like a meeting wise, I send it straight to him. Like he knows when I'm about to take a meeting, he knows pretty much everything. After a meeting, I hit him up. all right, this is what was said, this is what we need to do, and he tell me what's best, you know. So I check in with my parents, man. We're really just our whole family chat. My mom, my dad, my sister, and my fiance. I check in literally with everything with them. I talk to them first.
That's
Like,
good.
hey, let me run this by you guys. Because recently I made some bad decisions. So it's like, okay, I know I need to actually bounce something off. So I was saying earlier, like bouncing ideas are only good when you need actual like guidance. Guidance is good to ask for, but not to actually ask for what direction you need to go. You know the direction, not the next person.
That's right.
But you need guidance though. You need to make
Always.
smart decisions. So
Always.
you do need to, and that's something I've learned as well. You do need to actually be open to talk, to say, hey, this is something I'm gonna do. Do you think it's a good idea or not? You know? So you do need someone you definitely could that can correct you. I'll say that.
Wow. That's good. All right, you guys. This is Prep Courage Chair Lady. Did you need anything? Did you want to say anything else before we log off and close here?
Go to the website.
I'm just excited to say that I done met Prep and your fiance does excellent work. I mean, look, I'm just excited. So I thoroughly enjoyed everything. I just want to thank everybody who chimed in. Thank you, President Prep. I mean, look, you all right with me? I already went to follow you. I'm ready to see your passion.
Hey, let us know.
Follow Prep Curry on Instagram, everybody. I want to talk to you guys. Send me a DM. I'm gonna respond to you. What's happening? Let me follow you back.
There you go.
Go to my website. Order something. Use Prep 15. That's the code on my website right now. Get 15% off anything you order. Prep 15 code is on my website.
I need to go find him and put an order in.
Y'all got me on here. Go to www.prepcurry.com.
There you go. Support Memphis.
You know how to do it, sir.
Support Memphis. Man, if you don't be your own spokesperson and be your own hustler, ain't nobody gonna do it. You hear me?
That's right.
You hear me? I tell my fiance the same thing. When I put her in front of people, I be talking like, hey, y'all gonna buy something. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna just keep telling her she good, buy something.
Exactly.
Hey man, you gotta go out there and get it.
Oh, this is good.
I got people texting me because I don't know. Like I said, some has happened to where even down to the comments, I've been wanting people to send in questions, but different ones are texting me. Preacher from my church, he said, "Tell Prep keep his hands in God's hand." Man, you already touching people, and when I tell you, people that follow me directly, these are people who I pray. And now that they know you, Doc, you covered. You're gonna be covered.
Hey, I need that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I just want to say thank you guys for allowing me to come on here and be transparent and give the people something that they need to hear, and just for me to tell my story, because every time somebody allows me to do this, I'm thankful. So yeah, man, go to prepcurry.com.
There you go.
Shameless plug. I love it. I'm here for it.
One more time.
Hey, I'm gonna look into getting something. Actually, I'm gonna look into getting something. My next paycheck.
I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
support. T-shirts for $20. You know what I'm saying? I got socks for like $15. This ain't nothing that you can't buy.
Look, as much as I don't like sweats, I'm gonna buy me a sweat outfit.
I mean, listen, I got T-shirts. There's no excuses. I have socks. I have slides. I have backpacks.
See that?
I got beanies. There's no excuses. I got something for everybody. I even got stickers. You know what I'm saying?
Not stickers.
Y'all thought I'm playing?
He got stickers. Look,
I got stickers.
Oh,
I got tape.
If we don't do nothing else, I think everybody watching needs to go visit this website just for the charisma and creativity that he has given us.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, help me out. I just paid my doggone deposits for my first apartment. So help me out. Order something.
We are, even if this is what I want you all to do that are watching, to help us help him. We have ways of giving. This is also to help us keep this going. We're gonna be going all the way through December every Thursday at 7 p.m.
Bring me
And
back.
so look,
Oh,
he
for
already
sure.
asking to come back. You know what? I'm gonna do that. We're gonna have you scheduled for December to come back,
All right. I'm
and
for real. I'm for
we're
real.
gonna just have a chill, relaxed. Matter of fact, hopefully we can have your wife on, and
Ooh.
she can spill her side of things.
Oh,
And
that'd
of
I
be
course,
would tell her to come
nice.
up. I would say I'm gonna tell her to come in here now, but I'm pretty sure she'd be like, my
no, we don't want
face.
to bother now.
Mm-mm.
Don't do
You
it
know
like
how
that. Give it time. I'm
you
telling
know
you.
how y'all be. I ain't got my face
Yeah.
out.
Did I say fiance or wife? I don't know what I just
She's my
said.
fiance. She's my
No,
fiance.
Yeah.
what did I say? I
What
We're
did
think
not
you
I
say
married
in
yet.
December?
Hmm?
You
I
said in
said
December you
wife
called a
already.
wife.
I mean, she's pretty much my wife. She's almost definitely
Yeah.
100%
Hey.
legally my wife. We are. I mean, the only reason that we haven't actually legally got married yet is because California is on shutdown. So
Yeah.
Oh
um,
yeah, this
Man,
COVID stuff is
that
real.
quarantine,
look, that
and
ain't
we
none of
want
this.
to we
We
want
are
to experience it with our family. So
we are proud of you. That's all that we need to be concerned of. We are proud that you are
No,
doing
that's
what you're
right.
supposed to do to be successful. So when the state open up,
Mhm.
congrats to you. We want to see them pictures all over the place. Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah, man.
If
Oh
y'all
yeah, man.
can donate, do what you can, do the best that you can. Even if it's five, look at her. Even if
Oh,
it's 5 or 7 or
My
ten
baby.
beautiful.
dollars, every bit counts. Cash out to Jam 31 $ Jam JAM 31 or $Trevor Nolan. And I'm sure y'all know how to spell my name. You can do PayPal, and we're going to definitely do our part with sending our brother some love. Of course,
Man.
over here in Memphis, we can't touch them dollars in Cali, but
Hey
we're
man,
gonna
five
send you.
dollars add up, man. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm not.
You
And
get
Yes,
listen,
yes.
get a
I
couple
went
of
off
gallons of gas.
of $10 out here and there some days, so
Yeah.
I can survive, brother.
Yeah.
If y'all send me $1, I'm thankful.
What?
But if you go on my
Hey,
website and
we-
order
we-
something, I'd be even more thankful. So you're
yes,
helping
sir.
me either way. Either way, you know what I'm saying? Help a brother,
Please
help me,
do.
help you.
Please do share this
Wow.
live. We want to say thank you to every. We want to say thank you to everyone that has chimed in, that has shared. Please continue to share. Again, on next Thursday, guess what? We have another phenomenal worker, professional in the camp. Her name is Jordan. What is that? A hat. That's another hat. Come on, bro.
I'm just
His
saying I got things
He
for
on
days.
with
name is
It's just
Jordan
gonna keep coming. What else
Jennings.
I got around here?
He's still advertising. Take your time,
Man, what
Mask.
y'all need? Man,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? You in
Wow.
quarantine, you in
Yes,
quarantine.
sir. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so next Thursday we have Jordan Jennings of the NFL Green Bay Packers. She will be joining us live on next Thursday. She's excited as well. I'm telling you guys,
She
you
needs
don't
some
want to miss it.
clothes.
Every Thursday. Prep, you go stop.
he ain't missing this opportunity. He be like, "You gonna talk? I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do."
Every
Hey, listen, y'all
Thursday
got me on here. You
we
knew
have
what you were getting yourself into. You
every
knew it.
Thursday we have a great topic. Next Thursday we have the relationship slash marriage topic that will take place with two great young couples, newlyweds, and soon our own brother Prep Curry will be joining that crew, and we're gonna have his beautiful fiance slash wife with us next time. Please do continue to share. That's right, advertise that, advertise the work.
Everything is
Oh,
at your fingertips.
It is my wife. Oh my Jesus. Man, we
oh,
got,
and
you know what I was gonna say? I'm glad the Lord just brought this back to my remembrance. When
Uh-huh.
you are ready, I want to play a part. I want the youth department to play a part in your fashion show when you come back home.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Hold on now.
Yes,
Hold on now, Trevor. You're stepping over
sir.
toes now. Stepping over
Uh-huh.
toes. You put me on live. You put me on my back to the wall right now, Trevor. You're gonna have to
Hey,
make sure something sells now, Trevor. You
yes,
trying to
sir.
put me on the
By
spot.
all means, that's what we do.
So these some
That's what
black
we
prep
do.
curry socks, Trevor. Give me some sales and I got you some models. I got
I
you. Don't
got
worry about
you. I got you. Ain't no problem. Go ahead, chair lady, and we
oh,
gonna close this out. This fun.
Oh, one thing I just wanted to thank our last speaker for last Thursday, Valerie Brown. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
When I say she did a
Missionary
phenomenal
Valerie.
job,
Yeah.
she was awesome. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to give a shout out there. I mean, great job. So
That's
I
right.
just thought
And
about that. I was like, wait a second. Oh
and
man.
then our bishop came in and
Yes,
shared,
Bishop
Bishop David
Hall.
Hall. We want to give honor to him and our supervisor as well for even allowing us to share this platform. And bro Prep, you got my word, man. We are going to support you. And when you come back home, we definitely got to do something. I want the young people to really be able to relate and understand what you spoke on tonight. And we
Most
appreciate you
definitely.
for that. So you
Most
guys,
definitely, man. It'll be an honor. It'll
yes,
be an
sir.
honor, man. It'll be an honor.
No problem. So, you guys, we appreciate you for chiming in on tonight. This is Life Success Stories. We want to see you every Thursday, the rest of 2020, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you again. God bless.
Right here. Coming right on back.